the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on last year's national champions, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane as this drive's going to start with decent field position. So Alabama's offense making their way on the field to open this game. That's a group coming off an impressive win last week. Now they go on the road to face a strong defense that gets stirred up by this crowd energy. Let's see what they can do today, Kurt.
And, Chris, I think the fact that they were able to win the game last week, like you mentioned, gives them the confidence that they need to come into this environment and deal with this defense and try to get out of here with a win.
Back to pass. It's Simpson. Receiver makes the grab, and the broken tackle there produces a solid game.
Any good offense has to have a reliable, quick to intermediate passing game. Even though that wasn't enough for the first down, it's plays like this that help you sustain drives and not get stuck with third down and long.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
It's a run. Running back's got it. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Out of the shotgun, they'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Snags a quick throw.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Alabama now operating in the red zone. And they hand it off to the back. They finally stop him at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Alabama's offense now lining up on first and goal. Looking for some space. It's Davidson. And that run produces a decent gain.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
So they're right on the doorstep here. Gets stoned here on second down. Now you've got to come up with a good play call here on third down to avoid the pressure of potentially having to decide a field goal or a touchdown on fourth down.
One of those crucial moments early in this playoff game. Third down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown! As they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Florida's offense out there for their first possession. Kirk, let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Pulls it in. It's Wilson. They get it down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. First down and 10 now.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grant down the middle. It's Wilson. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
And the returner is tackled by this Munt coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. They'll run it here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Looking to throw. It's Simpson. On the move now. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down marker.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hale. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
How about this by the quarterback? He takes a negative play and turns it into positive yards and slides down before taking a big shot. It's an excellent job of getting down to avoid that big hit.
Offense getting set. It's second down. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with, the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Clutch conversion on third there. Sets him up first down from the 31. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. That's reeled in. It's Davidson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And the defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Second down play coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Now the offense has reached the red zone. And in first down, right back to the running game.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out on the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
On third and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now first and goal.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. QB keeper all the way. playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? There's the handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wide out. Wide open downfield. Tackle made after a big gain. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down. The Gators
look to keep this drive moving. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
And the Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. When a player is down injured after that last play, we'll take a timeout while they check him out. A completion makes it 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Try to convert with a sneak. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
It's a good job here by this offensive line in the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. caught behind the line. It's Brown. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking tackles.
Hey, it's not a lot, but it's enough to get the first down.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't mind this aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, taking a shot downfield on third down. Now you can either kick the field goal or still have a chance to go for it.
And the field goal unit coming on the field now. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. Hold on now, there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, still wouldn't be a first down. The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a first down. The Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
And I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on third down. Moves out of the pocket. Touchdown, Gators. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And now they'll set up for the point after. Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So the running play stopped on first down, brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Simpson. Grabbed by the receiver.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Extending the play now. He'll step out of bounds. Defense keeps that to a very short gain.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it, and gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a man deep down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Timeout. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds themselves back up inside their own 10. It's a shotgun run call. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defense got to change up his looks.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilson. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Turns it loose downfield. With the catch, it's Jackson. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Grab behind the line. It's Ball. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 25. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14. And the Gators are in the red zone. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Now what a move. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The pocket breaking down. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Florida. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirk, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
And now the point after try to tie the game heading to halftime. And he knocks it right through. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Looks like one more play here before halftime. To throw, it's Simpson. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And they get him down in what will be the final play of this 1st half. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best 1st half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're looking for some points to jump on top here as we get the 3rd quarter going. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. A short completion of the tight end. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. short connection to the tight end here. And it's out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
The Gators will line up to boot it away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. And they've got the returner corralled. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. A deep shot to the left side. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and suddenly we're looking at a first and goal situation. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And that will give them the lead now.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Lining up to try the extra point. And knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And there's the handoff. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Grab down the middle. It's Jackson. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
And that sets up a return. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To the air, it's Simpson. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up 2nd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Punt over the middle. It's Edwards. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. It's a keeper trying to get to the marker. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. A deep shot to the left side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Here's the second down play. And they'll use the ground game here. He breaks free. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Quick throw caught on the left side. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Handing off on the draw play. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
The draw is a good way to keep the defensive line in check and use their aggressiveness against them. It can be real effective, even in passing situations, if you mix it in correctly.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Makes the grab on the move. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Design quarterback run. Refusing to be brought down.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
Now the all-important extra point. And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll give it to the running back. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
He'll hand it off. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Now it's 2nd down here. Play fake, looking to throw. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Grab behind the line, it's Ball. And the defense smothers him for no gain. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And the first play of the drive now set up at the 27. Looking for a gap. It's Young. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the 4th quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Simpson. That's caught. It's Hale. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This play takes a little bit of time to develop. The quarterback shows outstanding patience here before he makes that throw.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking deep down the left side. Pulls it in outside the 10 and still running. Touchdown. They couldn't stop him there.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. We've got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. And now the handoff. Oh, look at the quick cut. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Here comes a handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Can he make it to the marker? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a first down. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
Grab down the middle. It's Wilson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Makes the grab. It's ball. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down. This drive keeps going. And the Gators will try to keep this drive moving. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
And the quarterback keeps it here. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. Look, give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. but this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
The Alabama offense back onto the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Gonna run it. It's Davidson. Well, they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Leaning on the run game here. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. Oh, and he didn't get there. The defense makes a stop against this excellent third down offense.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. They'll kick it away here. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Any hopes of staying alive in a playoff depend on making a play, scoring and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. That's the spin move. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Ball carrier steps out, but a solid gain on the ground that time.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
With the catch, it's Wilson. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Gators will crank up the tempo. We reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Second down after that previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. There's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. And the defense comes up with the football.
Oh, just a costly turnover here for this offense. Last thing they wanted to see is put this ball on the ground, and really any chance of getting back into this game is lost.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. They'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. The back's got it. Look out, room to run here. They bring him down at the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. End zone ahead. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Ball. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. The course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.